So we made a video on this channel yesterday, and we put it on there because we felt that a lot of people needed to understand why things were happening the way they were happening in this world. Thought we were trying to give people information. We made another channel such as this one because our previous channel had gotten taken down and reported twice and was on its way to being removed. And that channel that was on its way to being removed was our 20th, 30th, 40th, or 50th channel that we've made since carrying on the torch, John Todd. And we didn't want to make another channel. We had decided to just say, fuck it, let's just go back to what we once knew and let everybody else suffer on their own. But it was the original messenger who was the jack chick for us, who encouraged us to come back. And we didn't want to come back, but it was the original messenger who played the role of jack chick and said, no, come on back. And so here we are. And we've been trying to give information, and we told the original messenger, we said if we were going to come back, we were going to come back only once a Sunday. No other day, but once a Sunday. We broke the rule on that on yesterday. And instead of being grateful for the information that was received, we received the comments from Hammerhead. Oh, wait a minute, Frank Hammer, I'm sorry. I thought your name was Hammerhead because your name is stupid enough to sound that way. But we received comments from Frank Hammer, aka Hammerhead. It's probably because his face looks like a hammerhead, but received comments from him stating, what a waste, 39 minutes, I'll never get back. You don't know jack. And he doesn't know how to spell no. And he says, get a life, no such thing as gods. Research before you misinform people. Then he writes another one that says, please spit it out already. Repeating yourself, can't stand videos like this. Something, we got info, someone high up. He has half the damn video. Waste of time, blah, blah, blah. Anunnakis came here without negative energy. You're full of shit. This is why we did not want to make another channel. Not because we're hurt, because we don't give a damn what people say about us. People say things about us all the time, both online, under this persona that we all have, and offline in our real lives. People say things about us all the time. All of us here have very extremely thick backbones where we don't give a shit, especially when it's not coming from someone who we really look up to. And if it was coming from someone like David Icke or Bill Cooper, if he had been alive, or John Todd or Roddy Piper, we really would be hurt. But coming from some guy whose name is Frank Hammer, who probably doesn't even know how to count 2 + 2, we don't care. And for those who are like him, who make comments like this, we don't care because they're meaningless to us. Doesn't hurt us. But this is why we decided we didn't want to come back to trying to inform people, because, and I have to mention this, and I'm sorry, but just like in the words of John Todd, we tried to wake people up and people just don't want to listen. They'll turn against you, they'll betray you, they'll abandon you, which a lot of our viewers did. They abandoned, they betrayed, they lied, and it makes you say the hell with it. So, Frank Hammer, well, to everyone else, you can thank Frank Hammer for yesterday's video being the last video. Now, those who will say, oh, you're lying, you can thank Frank Hammer for yesterday being the last video, since we don't do anything on this channel but spit out bullshit, and we don't know jack. Well, then continue believing that we don't know jack. Continue watching the news. Continue being a part of the race war. Continue believing that nothing is going to happen and the world is going to remain the same and things are going to change, but nothing's really bad going to happen. Continue believing it. Because really, to be honest about it, and I speak on behalf of my team when I say this, we are so tired. And we really do not feel like being John Todded on the behalf of you all. because that's exactly what's going to happen if you keep up this. It's one of the old truthers who used to be on YouTube. We're not going to give his name because it's none of your business. But there was an old truther who used to be on YouTube as a truther on YouTube, and we got in contact with him about several weeks ago before we had even started this new channel. And he said, you better give it up or you're going to end up just like Bill Cooper, just like Dick Gregory, just like John Todd. And they aren't going to give a damn that you gave up. You basically lost your life for trying to inform them. You better give it up. And we said, because we had already talked to the original messenger, we said, oh no, we gotta keep this up. We're in a battle. We have to do this. And then we saw Frank Hammer's comment and it made sense. If we continue on trying to bring forth information, what's going to happen is we are going to lose our lives, just like Bill Cooper, just like Dick Gregory, just like Malcolm X, just like John Todd, for you all. And then after we're gone, you all will do the same things to us that you all did to John Todd. Oh, he was a liar. Oh, they're liars. They're frauds. Oh, they're this, they're that. And we know this is true because this comment has been on here from Frank Hammer for 21 hours and not one person has come to our defense to say, hey, don't say that. They do know Jack. They do know what they're talking about. We didn't even know it was on here till Alex had pointed it out to us when he was working on tomorrow, what would have been tomorrow's video. So, we are getting so tired of receiving backlash like this. And for those who are saying, oh, it's just one comment. No, because see, you don't read New World Order team at gmail.com's emails. The emails that we get from people. The harassment emails we get from people. You don't read that because you don't have the password to sign on to that email address. If you were to read the emails we received, if you were to see the emails we've received of harassment, of calling us bitches and crazy ass motherfuckers and tinfoil hat nutteries and all of this, you would be shocked. So we are tired of this. We know it's not going to be easy to do. We know that this walk that we embarked on wasn't going to be easy because it wasn't easy for John Todd. It wasn't easy for Bill Cooper. It wasn't easy for Malcolm X. It wasn't easy for Dick Gregory. It wasn't easy for any of them. But they're gone now, and we are now doing this on our own. We can't turn to Dick Gregory. We can't turn to Malcolm X. We can't turn to John Todd. We can't turn to Bill Cooper. David Icke doesn't make his address or anything like that public, so we can't turn to him. We have no one to turn to say, hey, look, I need some support. Someone who has been in it longer than we have. We don't have that. And so they're all gone. The ones who really could give us the support to say, hey, look, I've been in it longer than you have. I know what you're going through, but you got to hold on. They're not here now. So we're tired. One of our subscribers slash the ones who gives us a lot of information, who goes by the online name Stripes, she tried to encourage another truther named Jay Marvelous. He was thinking about quitting, and he really didn't have to go into details about why he was quitting, but we knew it was because of the backlash that he's getting from the videos he's making. And so Stripes tried to give him encouragement and told us about Jay Marvelous, and we tried to give him encouragement as well. But now we understand why he wants to throw in the towel. This is why a lot of truthers of old have thrown in the towel. There was one in particular named Cole Casper KY. He used to be on YouTube giving big time truths. You don't see him anymore. Not on YouTube, not on BitChute, not on anywhere. Because they're tired. They're tired of the backlash. When they're trying to bring forth information and you have people like Frank Hammer telling them, oh, you're telling bullshit. Everything we said in that video is information that you're going to need. Information that was given to us and information that you're definitely directly going to need in the weeks and the months and the years to come. We didn't have to tell you about it, but we thought that you should know so you can be prepared for what's coming. But according to Frank Hammer, what we said yesterday is bullshit. This is what we get every time we make videos on the channel. There were comments just like that on BitChute that we had to delete, that some of you all didn't even get a chance to see. So we're not hurt, we're not sad, because like I said, because we know the truth. We would be hurt, like I said, we would be hurt and sad if it was coming from someone like Dick Gregory, or coming from John Todd or Bill Cooper. Damn it, that would hurt our feelings, because Lord, these are the pioneers saying that. But from these regular lay people who just watch our video and decide to comment, and they're commenting behind the screen because they're cowards, because they would never say what they're saying behind the screen to our faces. Yeah, we're getting tired of it. We are tired of the abuse. It's like you're in an abusive marriage and you've been beat on for so long. You try to stick it out because you have good intentions for sticking it out, but you're getting tired of getting your ass whooped. So you say, you know what, enough is enough. I'm gone. This is how we feel. We are you cannot imagine the abuse that truthers go through. I mean, I'm talking about legit truthers, unless you are actually a truther yourself. You can sit behind your computers and say, "Oh, hang in there. You're just hanging there for the long haul." A teen truth movement. You all can do this. You're saying that because you are not a truther. You don't know what it's like to get 5 and 10 emails a week, sometimes even a day, from people telling you you're bullshit, telling you, oh, what do you know? Telling you, oh, that's all you people love to talk about is black people, and which is lies. And all of these lies, you don't know what it's like to have to keep making 4 and 5 and 15, 20, 35 channels. Because every time your channel gets a little bit of viewers, you have YouTube tearing it down. And then you try to tell your listeners where to go to in case if your YouTube channel does go down and they don't listen. And then you have them yelling at you, "Why didn't you tell us? Why didn't you tell us?" And we're like, "We did tell you, but you didn't watch our videos." We're taught you don't know what abuse a truther goes through unless you are sitting for hours making videos and trying to share the videos that have information in it, only to be ignored, to be shunned, to be laughed at, to be ridiculed. So it's easy to say, "Oh, hang in there, you can do it." It's easy to say that because if you are not a truther, you can say that. But us as a truther, we have gone through exactly what John Todd has gone through, Bill Cooper has gone through. People used to call Dick Gregory, "Oh, Dick Gregory ain't shit." We even fell into that lapse of doing that foolishly until we had to catch ourselves. No, wait a minute now. They called Malcolm X. Oh, Malcolm X was so gay. Malcolm X wasn't shit. Oh, Jordan Maxwell isn't shit. Oh, Bill Cooper isn't. All of this. Roddy Piper was a drug addict, a drunk. Even Bobby Hemmett. You had young Pharaoh calling Bobby Hemmett all kind of names. This is why Bobby Hemmett, he hasn't made a recent video since. No, his videos come on YouTube, but those are videos of old. Bobby Hemmett's not coming back into the fold anymore because he's tired of it. When Bobby Hemmett had a stroke, who was there for him? Where were all the black conscious people that were there for Bobby Hemmett? Nowhere. Bobby Hemmett went through his stroke alone. We're not going to end up like Bobby Hemmett, going and having a stroke for you people. If any one of us were to get in the hospital today, we can guarantee you none of you all will come to the hospital. If we were in prison, just like John Todd was in prison, we guarantee you none of you all will sit there and try to, we gotta defend these people. You all wouldn't do it. Why? Because you didn't do it for John Todd. So you're damn sure not going to do it for us. We are not going to put ourselves on the line like that. And that's what we're doing. Every time we make a video, we're putting ourselves on the line. And people say, "Oh, well, how are you putting yourself in your line?" You don't show your face. Your voice is disguised in every video. That doesn't matter. Do you know that if the Illuminati wants to find you, they will find you? The Illuminati knows exactly who we really are. Billy R.L., myself, Frank Ryan, they know exactly who we really are. They know our addresses. They know exactly where we are. This is why a lot of things happen to us that we don't even tell you all about. Being followed, all of this, our phones being tapped. We don't tell you all about this. We have had things happen to us that we know is directly tied to this channel. And this is how we know if we keep this up, we are going to end up like Bill Cooper, John Todd, Dick Gregory. And for what? We put out a video, and again, it is about views, because views means that the word is getting out. Because we're not monetized. Views doesn't mean monetization, but views means, hey, people are listening, people are adhering. Put out a video yesterday. We have 92 subscribers. Put out a video yesterday, and we don't have half of the people that subscribe even watching the video. BitChute, the same thing. But then when things start hitting the fan, they don't understand why it's hitting the fan. You would understand why it's hitting the fan had you listened to what we were trying to tell you. We are not doing this for our health, people. We're not doing this to get famous, because if we were doing this to get famous or to get attention, we would show our faces. We're doing this because, as I've said many times on behalf of everyone at this channel, we decided to get into this because we felt somebody had to pick up where John Todd left off. This is why we started off at the very beginning with JT, Anti-New World Order Resistance. And then after that, then we started realizing we have to pick up after other people like Dick Gregory, like Malcolm X. Then we started to change our channel a bit to fit everybody. We got into this to pick up where the pioneers of old, so to speak, left off. This is why it's so important to us for everybody to get this information, so that nobody will end up being a victim for what's coming. That's our whole agenda. That's always been our agenda. But it's an agenda that's not appreciated unless we are someone like Alex Jones, or A Call for an Uprising, or JWTV, or Zachary Hubbard, or David Icke. And I have to be honest, all of these people, as much as I love David Icke, all of these people who are still alive and untouched and alive now, but all the ones who were touched and were murdered, they all received the same backlash they were receiving before they got taken out. So this is what we're saying. Frank Hammer's comments was the essential, the straw that broke the camel's back, so to speak. We are tired. We are, and we were right in the process of making a banger video for tomorrow. But no, I suggest all of you all, now for our three little ones that always, 3 or 4 little ones that always respond, we have email. And if you ever want to ask questions about what's going on in the world, you can email us. For all the rest of you all, go and contact Frank Hammer. Maybe since he says we don't know shit, maybe he knows shit. Go contact him and get the videos and information from Frank Hammer, and he can respond, because we are tired. We are so tired. We barely wanted to come back this time, as we stated, but it was because of the original messenger. And now here we are going through it again. And we do have 1 strike now from one video we made last Sunday. 2 more and this channel's gone. See, right back at it again. And we told people, if you can't find us on YouTube, go to Rumble. On Rumble, we have I think we have about 4 subscribers on Rumble. Half of the people we told to go and subscribe to Rumble, in case you can't hear us on YouTube, didn't do it. Odyssey, we told them, if you can't find us on Rumble, go to Odyssey and subscribe to us there. Haven't done it. A lot of times we put videos on BitChute, and BitChute, they even have their little censoring ways. This is why we said, well, we're going to kind of treat BitChute just like YouTube, so we're going to just mainly stick with Odyssey and Rumble. But why put videos on Odyssey and Rumble when there's nobody subscribed? Really, nobody subscribed there. So this is what we're getting tired of. This is not a rant or anything like that, but this is just to say to everyone, you can thank Frank Hammer. His comments is the reason why you want to be done with the truth movement. Well, you have it. Okay. We are going to join Malcolm, and I don't want to say his first name only, because then that's going to seem, YouTube may strike us, but Dick Gregory. I can't just say Dick, because then YouTube will strike. But we're going to join Dick Gregory and Malcolm and Roddy and Bill and Jordan and John, and we are going to go in oblivion. So just want to say lastly, when things start hitting the fan and things start really getting worse, you all are going to remember everything that we, the Truth Movement, formerly the NWR, have said. You're going to remember it all. And you are going to see how right we were, and I have to say this, and I have to go back to this. Oh, nobody did not believe John Todd when he said all the things going to happen, the credit card machine, the scanning machine, and all that. Now, if you go on different conspiracy sites, activist posts and government sheep and all these other different conspiracy sites and forums, what are they saying? Oh my God, John Todd was right. Everything he said was right. I can't believe it. Oh, he was telling the truth. That's how it's going to be with the Truth Movement, us. When all of these things start manifesting, the Anunnaki, Frank Hammer, and all of these other things start happening, you're going to say, oh my God, the Truth Movement, Billy R.L., Katrina, Frank Ryan, everything they said was correct. You're going to say it, but it's going to be too late then. It's going to be too late because you're not going to be able to hop online and say that to other people because there will be no online. Not for you all. So, that's what we want to say. It feels like a load off of our shoulders because as many times as we have said this before, we've never, let me say this to let you know how serious we are. We made this announcement many times before on our channels. And every time we made the announcement that we were done, the original messenger was never in the room. The original messenger is in this room right now. So there is no one now to convince us to come back because the original messenger, before we came on air, she said, you're done. Your job here is done with trying to warn other people. So that should let you know how serious we are. There's no one to encourage us from the inside to come back anymore. So to the three or four, there's 1, 2, 3, 3 or 4 people who regularly comment, and you all know who you are. You know our email address. To Annie on BitChute, because this is going to go on BitChute as well. You know our email address. Everyone else, go seek out Frank Hammer, or go seek out A Call for an Uprising, or JWTV, or all of those ones, and get your information there, because the information that came from the carrying of the torch from Malcolm and Gregory and Martin and Cooper and Casolaro and Todd and Maxwell is done. So good luck, people. You're on your own.